Hello Macy Beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another products I don't reach for video. So I'm going to be doing a full face of products that I just don't reach for, I don't use. Some of these products I have reasons why I don't use them, and some of them I'm just like... So I wanted to share with you guys some products that I have in my collection that for one reason or another, I just don't tend to reach for them. And so I use other products instead. So if you like these types of videos, be sure to give this one a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. First, we're gonna do eyes because I'm gonna be playing around with the glitter. So I need to scoot you guys in just a little bit closer. Did I forget an eyeshadow primer? Oh my gosh, I just had to go up 2 flights of stairs just to get this. This is the NARS Tinted Eyeshadow Base, and I have the shade Light. This is a really good eyeshadow primer. I don't have one that I don't use. I don't keep eyeshadow primers if I don't like them. So the ones that I have are all ones that I do really like. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I think this is the only product that I'm gonna use today that's not in the products I never use category. I'm just applying this, and I just freshly like plucked my eyebrows. That's why they're all red. But they were getting messy, so bushy, and like I was running out of room on my lid. It was time to pluck, guys. Look at all that lid space I have. I feel like this hairdo makes me look 10 years younger than I am. I'm gonna go ahead and set that down with some powder. The first product I'm gonna use is from Morphe. This is the 35L palette. I know when it first came out, this was everything to everyone. Now, it's gone. No one talks about it. No one cares about it. There's other palettes out there. I am going to go in with this shade right here first. Like I said, we are gonna be doing glitter, so I just need like a transition shade. I don't think I've used this palette in maybe a year. I also have other Morphe palettes that I like way more. I really like the Dare to Create palette. I like the new package palettes. I feel like the formula got better in the newer packaging than this like old plastic packaging. All right, next I'm going to take this shade. It's a little bit warmer of a brown. Same brush. And I'm putting that in the same area that I put that other shade. I don't know, I feel like these mattes don't really blend great. There's not anything super special about them. All right, I'm gonna take a warm shade. Let's see, I need like a pink shade, but I don't really have a pink shade. I'm gonna take this one right here. It's kind of like a muted pink. On a different brush, I'm gonna use a smaller brush. Start packing it a little lower in the crease. I think that these videos are getting harder and harder for me to do considering I just did a huge declutter of all of my makeup, things that I really don't like and I don't use. So it's pushing me to try everything in my makeup collection, which is good. You know, why have all this makeup if you're not using all of it? But the more declutters I do, the more I'm like narrowing down products that I really, really like and I want to keep. Before I go in with... No, this isn't enough. This is not enough pink. I need more. I'm taking this bright, vibrant, orangey shade. We're doing it. We're going in, guys. Thought I was gonna stop there? Nope. So next I'm going to actually do my brows before I go in with the pigment because I just kind of want that all done and I'm tired of looking at my sparse little no brows. I'm gonna be taking the Benefit FoolProof brow powder. I haven't used this since you guys told me that the Anastasia Brow Wiz looked better. I just have been sticking with that, so I'm gonna scoot my mirror closer. I know it kind of gets in the camera, but I'm gonna use the little brush it comes with. This is also what I'm not a fan of. Like, how am I supposed to do my brows with this? I think I have, ooh, the Anastasia little dual-ended brow thing. That's what I'm gonna use. I'm not using that thing that it comes with. Freshly plucked brows always look odd. But I'm gonna go in with this lighter shade in the front of my brows. Now this is a powder. Usually I would have used a brow pencil. It's just, it seems easier in the long run. I don't know. I also think you get used to certain ways to do your brows and then you're like stuck in that little bubble and you never get out of it. All right, let's just speed on through this. It's gonna take so long for me to do my brows. I don't like how this is looking. I'm trying so hard to fix it. It's like the powder is not sticking to my brow. Now that I have plucked them, I can't shape them as easily. Should I have done my brows after I did my foundation? Oh no. We're just gonna continue because we're on this path and we might as well keep going. Okay, we're stopping there. I tried my hardest to get a sharp line. Apparently, powder is not something you want to use if you like freshly plucked your brows. It doesn't have anything to grip onto. So I actually am very happy with this little sharp edge. Just like, anyway, moving on from the brows, I spent a lot of time, too much damn time on my brows. I'm gonna be going in with this Kathleen Lights in ColourPop Loose Pigment in the shade The Twins. It's so pretty. I'm going to take a flat little brush, this guy, and I'm gonna wet it with some Smashbox primer water. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Whispering makes me feel like I'm not gonna spill this, but that's just where I'm at. So I'm going to spray, brush, pick up some on my brush. This pigment I never use. Actually, I never use like any of the pigments that I bought from her, just because they're still messy. I still feel like they're too messy and they take a long time to like work with and make it look right. And they fall all over your face. So I never have the time to sit and do my eyes first. Are we good? Does it look good? I think it looks pretty nice. I could feel glitter falling in my mouth. No. Glitter is on. I'm going to wait for that to dry down just a little bit. It's not as like champagne pink as I was hoping. I'm gonna let that be, and then I will go back over and make sure that the crease is blended. But if you go back in, it's just gonna be a sticky mess. I am going to start working on the face. For primer, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. I feel like Tati talked about this being a potential dupe for the Tarte primer, like the Tarte Clean Slate Smoothing Primer. I don't think it is. It's a lot silkier and like dimethicone feeling. I also remember this being very expensive at the drugstore. I was like, I'm confused. I thought I was at the drugstore, not Sephora. I'm gonna go in with the Cover FX Power Play Foundation. I have been testing this out more and more, but I still don't use it. I feel like the packaging is goofy and weak. I just squirted some on my face. To me, it's kind of hard to squeeze this bottle. I'm also gonna be taking this Flower Beauty Sponge. I haven't used it since that video that I tested it out in and I was not a fan. I feel like it just was not a dupe for the Beauty Blender, but I'm gonna try again to use this. Because I saw Raw Beauty Christie's video saying she really liked this sponge and I was like, what is wrong with me? Why don't I like this when other people like it? I also feel like that's kind of how makeup is for some people. Like, you prefer a sponge to be a certain way, you prefer your makeup to be a certain way. Everyone has their own preferences. Oh no, my little area. It's like, don't cover it. I worked so hard for that little thing. Yeah, I forgot how much I really like this foundation. The finish is definitely matte. I don't think I'd recommend this if you have dry skin. I also remember I did not like this sponge because the tip just doesn't work for concealer. It's too bulky and wide. The foundation doesn't wow me, but it also could just be the sponge. I feel like I can still see a lot of my marks and like my blemishes coming through, but I do like the finish. I like that it is a high medium coverage. And this happened last time. I feel like I don't get as much coverage around my nose with this sponge. Like, it almost takes it away. Yeah, the foundation looks nice. Not a fan of the sponge. For concealer, I'm gonna use this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I have not been using this because I've been loving my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, as you guys know. I'm gonna go in with a brush considering the stupid sponge. Not as much coverage as my Too Faced one, but I think it looks nice. I think if you're looking for like a decent drugstore dupe for the Too Faced one, this might be a good option. It definitely has less coverage, but it makes my eyes look relatively youthful. So I like that. All right, powder time. I'm gonna take the JCat Aquasurance Compact Foundation. I know this is a hydrating foundation, which I think is why I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I'm just gonna set my entire face down with it because I've never used it as like a setting powder. Oh yeah, that set it down really nice. It looks actually quite matte. This made my skin look very nice, almost like blurring, kind of like the Makeup Forever powder does. I look like a ghost in the camera, but it's fine. We'll bronze. But yeah, I did like that combo of setting my entire face with this. I'll have to see how it wears. Usually I wear mattifying powders because I do get oily throughout the day, but you never know. I like the way that this set it down. I do think that it blurred and smoothed out my skin. For bronzer, I'm gonna be taking this e.l.f. palette. This is the contouring blush and bronzing powder in the shade St. Lucia. I used to be obsessed with this. I really love the blush and I used to really like the bronzer. I just don't reach for it because I have other bronzers that I like more. From what I remember, this bronzer is a very good bronzer from the drugstore. It blends out nicely. It works for fair skin tones. It looks like I just went to the beach when I use this. For blush, I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild collection blush in the shade Mellow Wine. I don't think they sell this anymore, but it's fine. You don't really need it. This is extremely pigmented. I almost don't like how pigmented it is because I barely tap my brush in and it gives me so much blush on my cheeks. I don't know how to wear this without looking like a rosy lady. I don't know which highlight I wanna go in with. It's a mixture between, ooh, I have powder everywhere. It's a mixture between this e.l.f. Modern Metals highlight palette and this Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette. I think I bought the one that's too dark. Like, I think there were 2 shades and I got this one thinking that it was the lighter shade and it definitely wasn't. So the only shade I can use in this palette is the center one, but I also don't remember this one. I want a peach, a pink. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this shade from the e.l.f. Modern Metals palette because I'm going for this rose type of look. I want my highlight to match this pink vibe I got going on. Ooh, that's pretty. This one's definitely more wearable for my skin tone. I think the Flower Beauty one's just a hair too dark. I mean, like, I can use the middle one and the formula is really nice. It's just, I done goofed, guys. That foundation mixed with the JCat powder is sitting very nicely on my skin. I can't tell what I want to do. I'm for sure going to do false lashes because that is one thing I actively avoid doing is false lashes because I don't know what I'm doing. I rarely use them and there's a reason why, but I have 3 different eyeliner options. These are the Marc Jacobs highliners. I used to love these before I found cheaper options at the drugstore. I have this magenta looking one. I also have this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Empire, which could look kind of cool because it's purple. And then I also have this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Cottage Cheese. I don't know if I want to go smoky. I'm going smoky. I have never used this. I got it from something or somewhere. So I'm going to put this on. I don't know how this wears. I feel like I haven't heard great things about it. Ooh, the purple makes my eyes look so cool because they're green. Makes them pop. What am I doing? Oh, lower lash line. I am going to put the glitter on my lower lash line. That's what's happening. I want glow. And then I also have this Stila liquid eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma. I'm putting this on my inner corner. I'm gonna take my pencil brush and go in with this shade just to give like a little bit of shadow before I go in with the pigment thing. I honestly love days that I can just sit down and film and be creative and be super colorful with my eye makeup. Usually I cannot do that because I work every day. Not every day. I work like a normal person. I work like Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, Saturdays we're usually out and about outside hiking, like doing things. So I can't really necessarily sit down and do a whole bunch of really cool looks. I just feel like I'd be judged. Does anyone get that feeling? You can't wear these like really cool looks that you came up with anywhere else but your own house. I've been in a very sing-songy mood. I don't know. I feel like it's because I can't use my back as much as I would like. Like I can't be active, so my energy is coming out of just my mouth. I don't know. I've been in a weird mood ever since I hurt my back. I just have had to find other ways to get the energy out. And it's been through singing. Chris has not enjoyed it. I like sing at him. I'll serenade him in the middle of making dinner or like going up to the fridge. I'll be like, the fridge. And he'll be like, I'll sing. And he's just gives me the funniest looks. He's like, what? Why are you doing this? Glitter? Not as much glitter as I want. More. Kind of scared because I feel like I'm gonna get it in my contact, and that's never a fun time to get glitter out of your contact. I don't know. Anyway, that's a little bit about what I've been doing, is just singing and resting and doing back exercises. Oh my gosh, that's way too much. All right, I think that's enough glitter on the lower lash line. I'm going to apply the Stila eyeshadow, and then we're gonna attempt falsies. I know what you're thinking. You're like, wow, she never does this. Okay. I just entered another galaxy. I am in another universe, and the universe's name is glitter. How does one apply false lashes? I have glue. Do I need to cut them? I probably need to cut them. I'm just not good at this. My mascara is upstairs. I already did this once, so I guess I'll be back. All right, I have my mascara. This is the CoverGirl LashBlast Fusion. I don't keep mascaras that I don't like, so that's why I'm gonna use this one. I have lashes everywhere, but it's fine. I think they're finally to the length that I need. Let's try the left eyeball first. I have the House of Lashes glue. I wish I had the clear glue because it like totally saves my butt every time. Is it like dry? What have I gotten myself into? That is a huge bummer. I thought I was going to be able to use falsies. I don't have any lash glue that's not dried out. Both of my House of Lashes lash glue have completely dried. So I'm just going to build up my mascara, and maybe next time I do this video, I will have bought lash glue to be able to do falsies. If you guys can let me know, what is good lash glue at the drugstore? Like, what brand should I get when I go to buy more lash glue? And I'm going to coat my lower lashes as well. The one time I want falsies, they say no. Maybe I'm just not meant to use falsies. Lashes are done. Of course, it would look more dramatic if I had falsies on. My hands are just, look, I have a lash on my thumb. So far, I've made 4 trips upstairs for this video. I'm going to take the NYX lip pencil in the shade Nude Suede Shoes, and I'm going to put a gloss on top. I never use gloss. This is the Marc Jacobs High Shine Gloss Lip Lacquer in the shade Skin Deep. This is like almost the exact shade of my lip color, except it's a little more mauve. Lip is lined. Well, both lips are lined. Minty. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And let me know if you want me to do another full face of products that I don't reach for video, because I'd be happy to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I hope you had a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.